Oye. Hello. Good day. Oye, oi, oi, oi. Shuni. Patience. Patience. Shuni. Waiting. Long suffering. Patience. Shuni. Wow, it's all up against all opposing forces. The middle finger represents Saturn. The thumbs represent your will, your power, your control, your choice, your pick, your select blueprint, your thumbprint, your footprint. And then middle finger, Saturn. Shuni. 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 Up against all forces. This is also hatred in American Sign Language. Shuni. Patience. Wow. Releasing all patience. How interesting is that? The symbolism. You like burst. Shuni. Shuni, shuni, shuni. Accidental meditation in motion that just happened. Her energy totally shifted me that way. Totally wasn't expecting to go that realm. Oh, I'm so glad that you enjoy my my underwater creations. Guam ganapataye namo nama. Guam ganapataye namo nama. Guam ganapataye namo nama. Guam ganapataye namo nama. Guam ganapataye. I'm parked in your local grocery store parking lot. Patience. I hear the word sashumna. What does that mean? Sashumna. 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 I think that's a Reiki term. Sashumna. Or maybe that's like a Sanskrit word. Sashumna. I am the creator of my own universe. My universe is only as great as I have created it to be today, is only as good as I have chosen to make it and look at it that way. I hold that power. I'm the only one who holds that power of attitude, how I look at it. It's all mine. All my power. Oh, sweet. Sweet. Oh, for sweet. Sweet and cute. Oh, forever cute. Oh, for nice, 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 nice. Nice to meet you. Thank you. Very much. Happy. Hello, Key. What's up, my brother? How are you? What can I do for you today? Are you neglecting your needs? Are you denying that? Are you denying your needs? Are you forgetting that you have those? Are you refusing to admit that you're a slave to your own needs? Why can't you just admit what you need and make yourself happy? It's pretty simple. Sometimes we like to tell ourselves that we're good when we're not. Sometimes we really want to believe that. Sometimes we even want to like put on makeup or do whatever it takes for people to think and believe that same story, right? Very familiar story, his story. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. My hair is starting to hurt because it's like getting pulled in that way. But like it's also naturally nodding in its own language type thing. Again, even though like I brushed it. I used to have a brush in here. I'm not seeing it right now. Said panda. I like to use this when I get like the urge to do things. Be like, no, don't do that. No, no, no. I love the stimulating response. Hashtag actually autistic. It's just like, doesn't really hurt. I have like a super high pain tolerance though. Like some people are just like, have like super sensitive nervous system. Not me. I have strengthened myself with long suffering, also known as patience. I have been through extreme patience, extreme suffering, and only through going through that was I capable of serving and offering any light, meaning information, love, truth. I had to be it. No more masking and hiding. Shuni. And then we switched to booty. Booty. And I like sweetness. Oh, how I love sweetness. Sashumna. What is Sashumna? Is that where the equalize of nadis? I'm a little confused. I will be putting all of my swimming and underwater content on a website for those of you who wish to like actually, invest in me. OnlyFans, I have a website where you can go and see that stuff. And like if you're a member there, like I'll like message you there privately and you can tell me and be like, hey, I really love when you do underwater, like singing underwater videos, or, like know your place, like before you think you have a right of telling people what to do, like know your place, know your role, know who you are before you're trying to make someone else be who you want them to be. You know what I mean? Like just make sure you know your role, because until you know your role, you'll never know their role. Like you're gonna take all these assumptions. When you assume, break down the word assume. Ass, you, me. You're making an ass out of all of us, right? Because you're assuming it's not the truth. There's no justice to your soul or the collective or anything. If you're assuming, we could be like, this grass is nothing and rip it up. But like that's not true. Like there are things that would eat that and that would value that life, that need that life. That is a life that will continue to grow if you don't destroy it. Understand? The cells, the organisms. You have to get organized within your own cells, yourself, your feelings, your cells and your organism. You're all kinds of out of whack because your mind is drifting you away from places you don't want to be. You need sweetness. Sweetness. Booty. How funny is it? I'm sorry. I just got the joke. Like or just maybe I made a joke out of nothing. And it's Buddhi, so I apologize if my what do you call me? My German, my blonde, whatever you want to call me, German, Scottish, Native American, whatever you want to call me, Trina. I'm Trina. Booty. Everybody needs booty, but you think that you need like to mate with somebody, but you need to have your own inner sweetness, your own inner peace, your own inner light. And only through having that can you have the love and the light that you seek. Because if it was right in front of you, you wouldn't even know it because you don't even have it within yourself. You're full of like things that just don't make you feel good. Like, or like you're stuck on a story that you think it doesn't get any better than this. You're the only one that has the power to change all that. But it's going to cost you to surrender. Surrender. Give up. It's like this. Give up. I would say without fail. Yeah. Oh, hold on, I pressed a button. I accidentally pressed super chat, which is like people who only pay. I'm like, oh, there's none of those. Excuse me. Yes. Oh, blah, blah, blah. If you get so lost on the way things look or the story that people are painting for you that are trying to distract you from the truth, you'll never know what is as is. You have to watch it. You have to be it. You have to stand under it. You have to really like absorb it. But if you keep like avoiding everything and not absorbing like every experience that is before you, if you run away from every opportunity of like anything that makes you feel uncomfortable, you'll never know. The unseen will never be seen. You'll never understand. You will never love. How could you if you weren't patient and kind and accepting of it? You have to leave a space for it. There needs to be, like, if you're going to plant a seed, you need to dig a hole, and there has to be plenty of room for the roots to get settled in before something big and beautiful can grow and be nourished. You have to create a space, have that intention. The thought comes, oh, I'm going to get a seed. I'm going to plant it, right? You can nourish that. Or you can, there's other shadows, right? You can rip the plant out and kill it and destroy it and eat it and consume it and pretend like it was nothing at all. But obviously it shows that it grows and it has life. Even though you want to say it's lifeless, it's soulless, it's meaningless. Clearly, it does something. Kind of like you. But if you don't value and respect you, how will you respect any other additional life that isn't just like you? Is that not Pocahontas? You think you own whatever land you land on. The earth's just a dead thing you can claim. But I know every rock and tree and creature has a life, has a spirit, has a name. ATCG, the 4 bottom nucleotides that says that we have the same mother, the dominant gene. Or should I say dominant genes? The gene code. I don't know. I like to think about this particular particle, but again, I need to continue my studies so I know exactly what I'm talking about, so I'm not just like talking mindlessly. There's a scientist that this particular particle is named after, and I can't think of it, and it's just like, it makes me grind my teeth and makes me upset at myself. Like, I want that. My soul is hungry for that information. Who is that? They call it the God particle. It means like if you're watching this particle that it's going to change its behavior because you're suddenly watching it. I forgot what that's called, but that's like a thing in science, and like I kind of like science. I really love science actually, if I'm being honest. But like just because I'm curious and I want to understand, and I want to understand everything, that's partially due to my ego. My ego's like, oh my god, I gotta know everything. I need to know all the things and to find a way to love all the things, especially like this thing. Like, who's this? What does she do? Why does she look like this? Why does she talk this way? What is she doing? Why? Fully. I love what's called linguistics and like breaking down words, spelling. I'm all about intention and recognition of these things. I couldn't help it. Sarah Sanders. I question you. People, they say things all the time, So most people are just committing like a lip service, like yackers. Yap, 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 yap. There's like yackers and there's doers. There's some busy people that are just talking. I'm like, I'm gonna do this. I did this. Da 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 da. What are they doing? And why? Listen to the energy. It speaks a whole nother vibration for itself if you actually are quiet enough to listen, and if you are hungry enough to have the know. Do you really want to know? Patience pays. Wait. Sashumna. Somebody look that up. Shashumna. I'm pretty sure it's where the nadis equalize. Oh my god, I just finally got it. Oh my god. Yes. Okay, hold on, let me come back to my center. Let me do it again. My intention is to be pure in the mind, in the breath, in the body, in the health, in the spirit. So that way, everywhere that I touch, every darkness that I experience, I will hold the space so that I can be the light that I choose to be and shine in the moment. Before me, in the unseen, the unconscious, the darkness before me, which is also called the present moment. Thank you. Namaste, Jai Bhagwan. Thank you for allowing me to share with you what I have received. It's been such a blessing channeling this divine energy to you, this Shakti pot. There's very few of you who are here with me in real time, capable of containing all of this, that even choose to witness such a thing. I hear the beauty of the birds. Some could say this is a gift of God. But what good is the gift if one does not accept it? Or choose to take a pause from the inner dialogue so that they can hear the truth and the way things are naturally without them attempting to manipulate forces, and without their attachment to expectations and their conditioning upon what they call love, when really that is their expectation, their attachment to, they're attracted to, not attracted to, their fears, their passions, their desires, the animal instincts, the ego, the lower self, that they have no control, that Willie wishes to I was like, Willie. Really? Willie? Who are you, Trina? I'm like humiliated. I can't even continue. I make a boo-boo. I lost it, Shui. I just realized it's Shui. Celestial Shui. Right? If I say that right. I lost my center because, like, I don't know, I got torn away. I don't even know what tore me away, but, like, something got me. And, like, shook me. But only my experience allowed me to be able to pay you, celestial stars. Celestial Shui. Shui is water? Feng Shui? Trying to understand. Make me understand. At first I thought this girl was sucking on a lollipop, and then I looked closer and it was a cigarette. I was like, oh. At first, it could have been kind of like perverted. Or like interesting. Like, oh, I want one of those. No. Oh, interesting. Interesting. I'm a noob. I'm a newbie to this thing called life. And I love to play the game. And every day I get a chance to play this game. And I got a lot of really cool people that play the game with me. And the AI had brought a whole new level to the game where I could like connect with people all over the world. Manipulating forces all over the universe. Celestial Shui, your energy is just quite lovely. Yes. I'm quite malnourished. I've been sitting here at the parking lot of the grocery store forever because apparently I have an eating disorder and like whatever you want to call me. I got some kind of disorder that's making me like say like no, I don't want to go in there. There's people in there. I'm shy. People are looking at me. They think I'm pretty. They want to stare at me. I don't know if I should hide or if I should rub my eyes. What am I supposed to do? I don't know. Like, hide me. Oh. There's always these judgments, all these energies that are being abrasive thrown at me. Like seeds planted inside of me about me. And then like it's up to me if I'm going to contain those or not. Or if I'm going to like throw those away. Some of them are valuable. You know, like they seem like they're valuable bits of information and worth like containing. But some of them were quite draining. Jai Jai Ram Krishna Hare. Jai Jai Ram Krishna Hare. Jai Jai Ram Krishna Hare. Jai Jai. Death clap, death clap, death clap, death clap. Stim, 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 stim. I don't want to go in there. Like, I feel the same way about like going out there in the outside world. They all like want to rape and take and destroy. In the outside world, they all like want to rape and take and destroy. And I'm like this big force of light. And like, yeah, I want to like knock those people down. Out of here with that destruction. I'm like the Kali energy. I'm the goddess who like, or like the, what is it? What's she? She's like the demonic goddess who kills demons, from my understanding. Rico Lee felt like his message wasn't worth reading, that he had to detract his message because he didn't feel worthy. He didn't give himself enough credit. He didn't know his own worth. Why? Why did he allow himself to believe those things? Why didn't he talk back to himself better? Why didn't he tell himself that he was better? Why didn't he himself water himself? I'm just planting seeds inside of you, and I want you to outgrow me. All I ask you to do is please do not forget thee who had planted the seed, and please come back to water me and make sure I'm still growing and that I'm still full, and tear away my leaves that no longer need to be there so that I can expand and grow further, just like the plants, the ATCG. I hope that you can see. I hope that you can choose to love again instead of closing yourself off and being exactly what you have seen and witnessed for so long. There's something so much better than that. And it begins with a seed inside of you to believe that you can be that one thing that you never saw, that you never experienced. You can be that unique. You can choose that, to gather all the things that only you enjoy, the pieces, the parts of you, the parts of others that you just can't get enough of. It's really up to you to collect all those parts, though, that you just can't get enough of. It's really up to you to collect all those parts, though. It's up to you in your heart. Where are you aligned? Where's your focus? Where's your intention? Are you easily manipulated with money or any other type of manipulative type forces? Are you submissive? Do you enjoy serving yourself to others? Does that make you feel like you're worth something? But what is your worth if you allow yourself to be penetrated and deteriorated? The universe. Celestial Shui, let me say that you're actually the one who never lets you down. You open yourself up to the universe. She holds you, right? She holds you all the time. We always think that we're so alone. I'm so alone. But really, my car right now is being held by her and all of her strength. And I can't go anywhere. I can, do this, but I ain't going anywhere. I'm stuck here, right? No matter can be created or destroyed. She holds us all. We give back to her no matter what. And we steal from her. And how do we repay her for giving us life? We literally are killing all of the oxygen inside the ocean right now. That's why all the fish are popping up dead. You can look that up. How could you? You are so intelligent. You have all this money. You consider yourself powerful. Who are you? Who are you? You don't even know. So you go on destroying the world just like you destroy yourself. And you're deteriorated from your health. You're taught by the media what healthy is. You think healthy is somebody with caked on makeup. Or somebody with big fake boobs. On makeup. Or somebody with big fake boobs. I don't know what you're thinking. But this ain't right. And you're allowing yourself to be manipulated by chemicals. And you're just drowning. And you're allowing yourself to be manipulated by chemicals. And you're just drowning in your sugar and your pleasures and your external references. Please sit alone in a room and find yourself happy with quiet, stillness, silence, quiet, the inner dialogue. Can you find joy in that? Or are you just so happy in the confusion and the anger and the aggression? Does that just feel so good to you? Do you choose to never separate yourself from that slavery, the slavery to your emotions? And then would you rather be a slave to yourself, constantly having to tell everyone else what to do because you constantly can't escape yourself? Or will you choose to take responsibility for yourself and your power to change the world, starting with yourself and showing them the way by being you? That's the only way you can show us. We need an example. Let me mirror you. Show me something worth mirroring. Show me something I want to copy. I am you in a different body having a different experience. God is in all of us, right? ATCG, we all have the same mother, the same bottom nucleosides, but each of us have a different DNA. We are all Tigger. There's only one. We are replicas or spawns, continuing products of our parents, right? Literally a copy of itself. Combined, it takes two to make a copy of one. How fascinating is that? Think about that for a moment. You can hate on men and you can hate on women, but it takes one of each to make one of you. And I know that we're messing with physics and epigenetics and genetics to try to change that, but at the same time, look at it. Look at asexuals in plants. Look at the universe around you instead of being so negligent. Attempt to love and understand instead of shutting down. I am an empath. I connect to the electromagnetic frequencies of the planet. And when I come together with human specimens or plant specimens or animal specimens, I'm capable of connecting to a different vibrational level that is outside of myself as you choose to open up and share yourself with me. It's on a subconscious level. It's very primal, very natural. It goes outside of language. I'm very sensitive. And I love being of service. It brings me joy. So I'm thankful for those of you who continue to finance me so I can continue doing this instead of like working at this Publix or somewhere else that wouldn't really bring me joy. I have so much more to offer, and I cannot be contained in these boxes and these limits. I must continue to serve humankind wherever they need me. Thank you so much for believing in me and knowing and seeing and witnessing my worth, but most of all, taking advantage of it, using it, taking it as your own. Because that way my light will live on inside of you. I don't need to have children. I don't need to mate. I don't need to procreate. Because I live on through you by me sharing my love, my intention, the way that the vision through my heart. I share that scope with you so you can see things a little bit different instead of being so bitter and cold. I ask you to laugh. Make yourself laugh. Give yourself permission to feel real joy. Don't or just notice if it feels uncomfortable. Like when you see other people happy and you're like, just notice that. Notice that you're not really all cool with feeling that. You know, you need to work on having a family and being that family to yourself. If you're not comfortable with other people grieving or being happy, then you're not family to yourself. If you're not comfortable with other people grieving or being happy, then you're not going to be able to be okay with yourself grieving or being happy. So you got to be gentle with you. You got to really love yourself. You got to love yourself. All I hear is your negative inner narratives. I don't know what it means to love myself. I don't know how, but nobody loved me. A million different great excuses of stories. Okay. Are you going to change that story? Or are you just going to accept that? You're just going to die that way? Or are you going to be like, hey, no, Trina, no. I commit to love. I commit to understanding. I commit to honor myself. I commit to accept how I feel. I honor to accept how I want to rule this world. I accept how I wish to experience my experience. I wish to find people who will allow me to have the way I wish to rule. Give yourself permission to have these boundaries. Give yourself permission to explore and figure out what actually feels good and what brings you joy besides drugs and other people and food and people, places, and things. You know what I mean? Dig deep. Can you? Or are you so shallow and brainwashed by the tell-lie vision? That patent that's brainwashing you like Clockwork Orange. Aldous Huxley told you all these things. And still you're like a bunch of kids, la 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 la. I know our own song sometimes is so much better. But at the same time, why do you think that everybody's trying to show you the truth that you don't want to see? God's teaching you from the moment. The moment is an opportunity to learn something. Are you paying attention, or are you too busy in your electromagnetic devices and up your own bungy hole in your head and your past experiences and what the future may be? Or can you be here now? Can you? It's going to cost you. You're going to have to let go of something. That tension, that breath. You got to make a choice, man. Do you want to breathe and be alive? Or do you want to suffocate and suppress with alcohol and smoking and people and I don't know, food? Are you just going to try to are you actually going to take care of the real suffering? Or are you just going to mask over it for the rest of your life? You got a choice. Every day you have a choice. But you got to acknowledge. That means to act on the knowledge. You got to take responsibility. You're the only one that has the ability to respond to yourself. You can't control how anyone else responds to you, if they're going to love you or if they're going to hate you or if they're not going to allow you to take care of them, right? You're the only one that can make sure that you're going to take care of you. Did you know that? You're the only one that can make yourself. Right? So I got to make myself go in this grocery store. I got to make myself go buy some food and then not feel guilty for spending money on food. I got to remind myself that I'm worth eating, that I'm worth living, even when everybody else and everything is showing me that that's not true. I got to talk to myself enough. I got to love myself enough to not depend on you for your love. Just enough. Did you know none of us could be alive right now if our parents didn't love us just enough? Literally, they did studies where babies were held, or like weren't held and weren't given love, and they died. They need love. They need compassion. They need nourishment. That electromagnetic energy, there's something to it. It's unseen that they don't understand, but it's scientific fact. So clearly you were loved enough. So now, can you love yourself enough to choose to spend your time only doing things that bring you joy and being honest with yourself what that is without feeling guilty? I know it sounds like it's really hard, especially with these like preconditioned habitual responses inside your cells that doesn't even want to hear this right now. It's kind of like if we have a kid and the kid's like all upset and doesn't want to eat or whatever, and the parent has to be like, okay, just eat like this little piece of bread or a cracker, and I know it doesn't really have that much nutrients, but at least your stomach, doesn't like destroy itself. I haven't been doing that. My body's really, really punishing me right now, and I desperately need to invest like $100 into myself and get like a massage or something. And I need to take better nutrients and be more mindful and more knowing about my own human body. It's the one thing we're taught to be distracted from. We're all looking at sports and looking at each other, but does anybody actually really know anything about their own body? You're a bioelectromagnetic generator. You're full of electricity. You literally need to be grounded just like electrical wires. You can look up the video called The Science of Grounding. This shows you. It's simplified. I love you so much, so I spend my time here. I love myself enough. Sometimes these were my reminders to myself, so that way when I'm 90 and I'm blacking out and I have Alzheimer's, whatever the government or whatever's happening to me subconsciously that I can't see in this matrix, this divine matrix called life, right? I choose to open up my heart center. I choose to understand. I choose to know. I choose. EFT, thump my thymus. Thump my thymus like the monkeys do. Why do you think they do that? What do you think it does? I actually do have an army of female submissives. It's kind of like my thing. And I'm like one of the only who has like all females. I do occasionally have a few boys, but like I'm kind of naughty and I like to make them wear girl panties because when I was younger, men took advantage of me and took like my virginity and things from me that they shouldn't have when I didn't have any power to do any response because I was just like an infant. So it made me kind of attack the male race, because it's like, oh man, if I desexualized them, then they wouldn't be so violent, was the thoughts, because we know that for fact. So there had to be release, energetic release. So it's been an intimate process, forgiving and healing the cells and taking back my own power. Hitting my solar plexus, my manipura, getting back in touch with my cells and my feelings. I'm definitely gonna have to do this one too. Lucky, she's so lucky. She's a star, but she cries in her lonely heart, thinking if there's nothing missing in my life, then why do these tears come at night? And they say she's so lucky, she's a star, but she cries in her lonely heart, wishing. I was also forced to hide my true self and to be tougher than most women. So I became really hard or dominant or cold. There's many interpretations of this, but people didn't really understand the truth and the way and the why. They never cared to really know. But they sure as heck wanted stuff from me, especially all the things that they imagined and thought I could give them. And boy, were they willing to take it. Yes, I am also in the process of reprogramming myself, my cells, my feelings. You need to ask your questions more directly. When you ask the word question, here, I might have a pen. Trina is supposed to have a pen. But Trina is pretty irresponsible. She doesn't really take very good care of herself and her cells and her feelings. I got it. Look, she's actually showing up for herself for once. Question. Quest. In. Question. Quest for ion. Passion. Pass ion. Pass particle. Quest for particle. Oh, Brian's done. So I've been offering a service of driving people around and doing good things for the community, right? Making money, but my time is done. Let me finish my service. I love you so much. If you want to pay me for my time, I'd be glad to give it to you. I'm a really big believer of equal energetic exchange, so anything you want to give to me,